Customer is looking to get a bid to have their front steps redone here. So they had a fire at this house a year or so ago, and so they had to gut it, and they had to redo some things. So they figured that they would redo their steps at the same time. So we are going to bid to actually veneer some steps. As you can see here, they've got some 4-inch Fond du Lac, 4-inch Fond du Lac that they've used on their various areas here. You can see on their house for their steps, and we are going to mimic that. And he has a concrete guy, so his concrete guy would do the pour, and then we would veneer over it. We will bid it with 4-inch veneer because that's what they have here. I told him that we would have to talk to his contractor before he pours it, so that way everyone's on the same page. All right. So this step is a 3-riser system. The 2 treads are 12 inches deep and 6 feet wide, and the landing is 5 feet deep and 6 feet wide. And that's how the current configuration is. Now, I told him that it might look nice to actually extend this out to the side right here. If he chooses to do that, we can make it the same price, because then we don't have returns. Like, we don't have to veneer the sides here. So it doesn't really matter to me one way or the other. It's actually easier if they extend it all the way to the side, and then we don't have to do the sides of it. So we are going to bid this with, like I said, 4-inch Fond du Lac. And then we're going to bid the treads a couple different ways. The first way is using this 2-inch thick flagging that he has over here, and as he has over here. Now, I know that this is difficult to get a hold of, and we're going to make it pricey, so that way if we have to find it, then we can find it. But I suggested that we actually use limestone. So make the limestone way significantly cheaper, so that way he can he choose the limestone. All right. So then if we come and do this, we're going to do a couple of repairs for him. The first repair is over on this step right here, to secure these stones back down. To you can see how during the construction people have walked in and out, and it's broken up some of these. So it's mainly on these first 2 treads. This stone right here on the bottom, this stone second from the right, probably needs to get a little more love than all the other ones, but everything else just needs some tuck pointing. Maybe a couple hours worth of TLC on this, so charge that accordingly. And then he wants this repaired, so we have a little bit of once again 2-ish inch, 1.5 to 2-inch Fond du Lac that would go on the top of this. All right, and this wall down here will have to get reset. So during their construction process, he had some pieces get popped free. So it's from this point over, we basically had to take some of these stones that got knocked off and reset it. There was a space right here, maybe a 4-foot space, that was a step. You can kind of see where it's a different color. So it's basically from here over that it looks like stones need to be reset. And I think that's it. So we got this step up the top. Oh, you know what? There is one more thing. I'm sorry. Over by their front step over here on their house, they had an old mailbox thingy. He wanted to know if we could come on,